Today we're going over app images and how to use them. You may be wondering what app images are. App images are a self-contained application format. In simple terms, this means an app image is an application that contains all the libraries and files it requires to run within itself. Unlike traditional Linux packages that installs the libraries in the system for all applications to use. So what are the advantages of using an app image? App images are distribution agnostic, which means you can run them on any distribution, regardless if the application is in the repositories. Basically, if you can download it in Linux, you can run it. There's no hunting down dependencies like you have to do when you're building from source. Seems how they are self-contained. Also, they don't depend on anything on the system, which means you don't have to worry about package breaking due to an update. And for those who don't want their interfaces to change, it does not update. The version is frozen. These are some great advantages, but there are disadvantages as well. One of them being app images take up more storage space than traditional packages. This is due to their self-contained nature. Another one is that they are slower to load, because they have to load their own container to run and all the dependencies inside of it. Also, most distributions don't add them to the menu automatically. And this being an advantage, this is also a disadvantage that there are no automatic updates. If you wish to update an app image, you have to download a whole new one and replace it. So, how do you use them? Well, let's jump over to the desktop and I'll show you. Now that we've gone over what app images are, I'm going to go over how to use them and install them on your system. The first step is to go to a developer's website and download an app image. Whether you have 64 or 32-bit, make sure that you download the correct one for your architecture. I'm going to be using Etcher as our example right here. It's a flashing utility for operating system ISOs. Now, I've already downloaded the app image, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the zip archive. They don't always come in zip archives, so you might be able to skip this step or not. I'm going to go ahead and extract it to our desktop. Now we're going to go ahead and open up a terminal. Now I always suggest creating a .bin directory in your home folder if you're using app images or building from source, etc. That way you have all your self-contained packages and all that in one place. So I've already created one, so I'm going to go ahead and move the app image to that .bin folder. And now I'm going to go ahead and change there. You can use your file manager as well to do that. And now it's right here. Now I'm going to do a chmod plus X for that app image. And what this is going to do is make it executable so we can run it as a program. Now that we've done all that, we're ready to run the application. Now you can do this by doing / the app image name. However, we're not going to do that. We're going to integrate it into our desktop instead. And we're going to do that using App Image Launcher. So it's in most major repositories, so it's So for me, it'd be sudo pacman dash capital S app image launcher. So use your distribution package manager to install it. It's most likely in your distribution. If not, I'll link to the GitHub down in the description below. And we're going to go ahead and install it. And now we're going to go ahead and exit. Now we're going to go ahead and go to all right here, and we're going to go to App Image Launcher Settings. And we're going to go ahead and hit this open folder. And we're going to go show hidden files and folders to our .bin folder and hit choose. And now you want this checked, so if you try and open a app image from anywhere else, it'll move it to the .bin folder. And we're going to go ahead and hit OK. Now as you can see, it's added it automatically to our menu. It's going to take a second, and see, now it's ready to use. App Image Launcher, is a very, very simple way to integrate your app images into your desktop. Now, to update that, you're going to have to download new versions yourself and replace them. But that's real easy to do. You just follow the same process as I've showed you right here. And so literally I can do that with any app image whatsoever. Now you can also add them manually by adding the icons in the menus folder. But I'd just say, just to simplify it, just use App Image Launcher and point it to your .bin folder. It's real easy and it does it automatically. One last thing, app images are not the only distro agnostic package like this. There are two other distro agnostic packages called Flatpaks and Snaps, which we'll go over those in a later video, but they are very, very similar in nature. So I hope you enjoyed this video on app images. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can leave a comment in the section below. If you really like this video, go ahead and check out these videos that are listed in this screen. Have a nice day, and thank you for watching the Penguin Revolution.